Pittsburgh and southwestern Ontario received 100 millimeters of rain. Yes, that's enough to soak and flood your basement. Now, as we take a look at some of the wind speeds, the rain moved through yesterday, but behind the rain is really the cool down, and we can thank the northwesterly winds for that. So wind speeds tonight around 15 kilometers an hour, and again, that cooler air starts to filter into southern Ontario. Through the overnight, 9 degrees in Toronto, 6 in Barrie, 6 in Orangeville. It's been a while since we've seen overnight temperatures that low. Yes, a sign of the times. Now, as we take a look at Friday, again, only 16 in the city of Toronto. That is below seasonal. So, unfortunately, this trend is going to continue. When will our temperatures finally warm up? Doesn't look like any 20s are in the forecast. Well, I'm so glad you could join us on a chilly Thursday evening. Did you wear the sweater to work today? I wore a scarf. But I also wore sandals too. It's just that transition season that we are in right now. And you know what? These chilly temperatures, they're here to stay for the next little while. Let's talk about this. Through the overnight, not seeing too many double digits here. City of Toronto, 9 degrees. So yes, we are cool. And as we take a look even further north, that's where the frost warnings are in place. So Geraldton, the -1. Yeah, that's not feeling very summer-like. It's still summer. We still have a few days of summer left. Now, as we get in towards Friday, tomorrow, October-like. So yes, those below seasonal temperatures, they will be continuing on in towards tomorrow and right through the weekend as well. As we take a look at some of the moisture, so Friday, we do have high pressure dominating, but an upper level low will start to form over the Great Lakes, and this is bringing some instability Friday through the overnight and in towards Saturday morning. The rain will linger in towards Saturday early afternoon with a clearing, let's say around 3 p.m. Now, all right, and another fact about Canada, it's still summer. Yeah, I know, a little hard to figure that one out because of the below seasonal temperatures throughout southern Ontario, snow in Alberta, but yeah, it's still summer. A few more days left of it as well. Now let's take a look at some of our current systems throughout southern Ontario. So this evening, a chilly night with some overcast skies. Tomorrow, also looking quite similar. Below seasonal temperatures continue, but wait for it. There we go. That's the upper level low that we do see, and that's going to be bringing rain through Friday night and in towards Saturday morning. So not the best start to the weekend. The good news is Saturday evening, the late afternoon into the evening, we should be seeing some pretty decent conditions, but you'll still need that sweater. So yes, AM showers and breezy. As we get in towards Sunday, things do improve in terms of the sunshine, but we're still feeling cool. Those below seasonal temperatures, they will continue. The video of snow coming out of Alberta, it still shocks me every single time. And you know what? It's cleanup day throughout southern Alberta as finally the snow has stopped. And also those gusty winds that made their way throughout southern Ontario yesterday, also clean up as well. Now, as we take a look at some of the wind gusts in towards this evening, notice where the wind is coming from. It's all coming out of the northwest, and that's what's really cooling down our temperatures. So another gusty night tonight. Wind gusts up to 36. Yeah, so that's quite breezy. What we saw, let's say, last night, you had to take the patio furniture in as things were definitely blowing all around. Again, through the overnight winds coming out of the north, so wind speed at around 15. So not terribly windy, but yes, enough to keep us cool, to keep the chill in the air, especially when, well, the overnight temperature, only 9. Barrie, only 6. So yes, we are below seasonal, no joke there. And unfortunately for the next few days, we don't really see a big rebound. As we take a look at Friday across southern Ontario, nobody seeing that 20-degree mark. And this will continue on into the weekend. All right, there you have it. George Karunis and his nail-biting moments in Angry Planet. Well, thanks for joining us this evening. Rachel Schoutsen here with you. And I wish I could bring you some warmer temperatures, but really, the trend is we are below seasonal, and we're staying like that for the next few days. Let's take a look in towards this evening. 13 degrees for the city of Toronto. And you know what? That's really not even much of a decline from what we've seen throughout the day today. A high of around 15, 16 through most areas of southern Ontario. So unfortunately, sweater weather, scarf. I wore a scarf into work today. Yep, it had to happen. Now through the overnight, Toronto, 9. Head a little bit further north, up to 6. We're getting closer and closer to that freezing mark. I know it's coming, isn't it? Now, as we take a look ahead notice Saturday. That's where the rain icons, they come into place right across southern Ontario. And that's because we do have an upper level low that's going to form Friday night in towards Saturday. And that's going to be bringing just some light, brief showers that will linger in towards Saturday morning. So that will clear into the afternoon, some breezy conditions. We're taking a look more at that 3 p.m. mark to finally see a clearing. Now in towards Sunday, cool. We mean below seasonal when we say cool, but more sunshine. Now stay with us. More on the long range forecast that's coming up in the Long Ranger.
Today on the show, if you missed it, traffic woes when a truck carrying nothing but hot dogs flipped over on the 401. And of course, Tom Reynolds had all the usual jokes to go along with it.
We need the Oscar Mayer truck. You know that big wiener that drives around? They've got to wait for the front end loader, shaped like a big bun, to pick them all up.
Yep, that's the kind of day it was yesterday throughout Alberta. Some neighborhoods in Calgary saw upwards of 40 centimeters. And it was a stormy day throughout southern Ontario. A lot of areas saw localized flooding. Make sure you join us again tomorrow morning, 5:30 to 9.